What is going on, Nemesis Gaming League family? Welcome back to another version of SNRL. Today I'm joined by Dan. Dan, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing fantastic, Sage. I'm ready for three awesome matches tonight, and gotta get started off with this match here in the Novice League.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All three matches tonight are going to be bangers, but we're going to start it off with Acceleration versus Aurora. Acceleration is 4-5, and Aurora is 6-3, Dan. Any players to watch on either team?
Yes, going on the Aurora side, my boy Polar. I did trade him away, but that's something you definitely have to look out for if he's playing tonight for the Aurora side. And on the Acceleration side, you gotta look out for Collex and Sky Newbie. There are two guys you also need to look out for, but overall, I think the Acceleration lineup is pretty solid compared to the Aurora's roster.
Man, you named off two players for each team. You're ready for this matchup, Dan.
I
Uh,
am.
I've got to say, I'm looking at this Excel roster. I played them last week, and their roster is really solid. They dropped the series 3-1, but they really have some playmakers in Klex, Humdigger, and Oinko. All three, they have a solid four-man roster, honestly. But Aurora can compete too. They just picked up Timor. Timor just got dropped by Pawns. So it should be a fun matchup. Any predictions, Dan?
I don't know. This is going to be a tough one to predict, but I'm going to have to go with Aurora in 5. I definitely think it's going to go the distance. Both rosters looking pretty spicy. I like the Acceleration roster a little bit more, but I just have a feeling that the Aurora squad's going to pull something out tonight.
Absolutely. I'm gonna rock with my boy Oinko, and I love the guy. So I'm hoping he pulls out the dub today, even out the record at 500. But regardless, it's gonna be a fun series. I hope it goes to 5 as well. This should
Absolutely. I'm ready for that. Woo.
a ton of points in the pool. I think it was 50-50, honestly,
Yeah.
for what the viewers thought would happen. Honestly, as we're waiting for the players to join, Dan. Okay, no questions, no questions. We're gonna
Oh,
get
come
straight
on.
into the game, guys. We're gonna get straight into it. I believe Timor and Oinko gonna be the first two players hopping on the kickoff. And here we go. It's Timor and Oinko facing off on this kickoff. Pretty even kickoff. We see Sosa here get a nice touch up to Klex. Klex with a nice bounce back. Chops trying to get it clear, but Oinko with a nice boom. He's trying to get a shot on net early, but Timor with a nice defensive clear. To Sosa, trying to get it past one. He does just that. Sky Newbie trying to get the ball mid. He's going to do just that, but nobody's there to put it in. Marty, first to get a touch there. Flex gets 15 by Chops. They're going to see Sky Newbie with a nice shot there. Timor is going to miss the save, and Sky Newbie opening up the scoring in this game.
Klex just getting a back pass. Sky Newbie on the wall, just hitting it over Timor the defender. Timor not fast enough for that, and Acceleration's up 1-0.
Absolutely. That's exactly the start that Acceleration needed, honestly. It's been a lot of build-up in Novice Gen before this matchup. is We're gonna see Sky Newbie here with a nice touch after a nice save. Oinko gonna get a touchdown. Hit out by Sosa. Gonna see Sky Newbie try to get a shot on there. How to get his second goal. Collects. Going for a nice touch here. He gets the touch. Unfortunately, he's blocked off by the crossbar. What a play there. We're gonna see some more. Try to get it out. Dan, I have to say, it's looking like Acceleration has every single ounce of pressure so far.
I agree with you. I just feel like Acceleration is just more built and just faster as of right now. I mean, granted, we're only a minute into the first game, so there's plenty of time. You can see maybe some stream nerves, get the first game out of the way, but I can agree with you. I think Acceleration is just a little bit more prepared for this first game. And, I mean, we'll just
Absolutely.
see what happens.
And absolutely, we're going to see a shot come out from Sky Newbie. Unfortunately, it's going to hit the crossbar, but we see Klex right there to put it in. It's going to be 2-0 to Excel.
Sky Newbie almost got the shot. He gets blocked, though, but it leaves it right in front of the net for Klex just to clean up. And that leaves it 2-0 Acceleration with a minute 30 down, 3:30 to go.
I mean, Acceleration, like I said, they have an insane three-man roster, four-man roster, honestly. Their subs also solid, and they're making it show here is we're gonna see Klex with another nice touch up to Sky Newbie. Sky Newbie trying to get a pass to Oinko. Oinko's all the way back though. Gonna be forced to make a touch here on the backboard. He does just that. Tamor trying to get a pass to a teammate. Nobody's there. Oinko is gonna try to get a shot on net. Unfortunately, he misses. See the ball floating around. We're gonna see Chops here. Go for a ceiling shot. Quite ambitious out of him. Unfortunately, he's not able to pull it off. And Tamor gonna try to start up some offense for this Aurora squad. Gonna see Chops go for another shot. Oh, Sosa with a nice shot there. Chops trying to get the redirect. Unfortunately, he doesn't. We're gonna see Tamor miss there. Up to Sosa. Sosa gets a 50-50 with Klex as the ball's floating in front of the net, and Klex, or Oinko, is gonna be there to put it away.
Absolutely. Sky Newbie just getting a touch off the wall, gets the 50, leaves the ball in front of the net for Oinko. Chops is not quite fast enough, gets it over two defenders. And Acceleration starting to run away with this game with half the game to go.
Absolutely. I mean, acceleration's all over Aurora right now. Do they even have a shot on net? They have two, but other than that, it's been a beatdown from Acceleration, who has 7 shots on net. As we're gonna see Sosa here, try to get a redirect. Unfortunately, Klex is right there. Ball's gonna be bouncing back mid. Chops trying to get a touch on it. Gets a nice touch. Looking for a demo. It's a back pass. Sky Newbie's there though. The ball's gonna bounce down in front of net. Klex gonna get it past one. Klex looking to go the solo play. It's Klex with the flick and the demo. Gets it past the entire team, but nobody was there to put it away. So we're gonna see Oinko go for another shot. Oh my, Excel has every single ounce of pressure here, Dan. What do you think that Aurora can do to, flip the script?
I feel like they just need to have more ball presence. Just be a little bit more aggressive. I feel like they're playing a little bit too passive, and then Acceleration just taking advantage of the time and space and just capitalizing on anything that they can get. So just be more aggressive. Get on the ball a little bit more. Not ball chase, but just be a little bit more aggressive.
Absolutely. They've got to figure something out, and it has to be soon. As we're gonna, oh my, as we're gonna see Chops here get a touch by Klex and Tamor looking for a shot. Is he gonna get that in? Tamor with the nice shot to open up the scoring for Aurora.
Timor just having a nice little floater out of all the defenders. Nobody's just quite back at net. Sky Newbie almost gets the save, but just a little bit too much over him. And Aurora trying to crawl back into this game one.
Absolutely, they have a fighting chance now. Dan, I've got to, before I say anything, Sky Newbie, just be quiet, Sage. I've got it.
And that's that caster's curse. Sage just gets a easy kickoff goal. Unfortunate for Aurora. And we're back to basically where we started with a 3-goal differential with a minute to go.
I wasn't gonna say anything about either team, so I don't think it was a caster's curse. I was actually gonna talk about Aquas just got dropped. Like, that's why I started right there. There was a transaction that popped up in the top left of my screen. That's that's crazy. I mean, the captain of the team we're watching right now, Aurora, just got dropped. So
Well, that's an interesting development.
as we're gonna see Klex here in the midfield, get a nice touch up to Sky Newbie. Sky Newbie's trying to get the shot on. What a play from this Acceleration squad to make it 5-1 in game 1.
Klex just gets it off the midfield, gets the 50, and Sky Newbie there up top hits it off the right post, but it eventually goes in, and Acceleration just absolutely ran away with this game 1. I don't see any hope for Aurora in this game 1.
Absolutely. It might look like Aurora actually has an illegal player in right now, but I think they'll finish out this game 1 since it's looking grim for them anyway. We see Klex with a nice touch in the midfield. He's going for redirect. He gets the redirect. Klex! Oh my, what a shot!
Klex showing that he doesn't have any novice moments in him this game. He hits a nice redirect, and oh my, that's just an amazing shot by Klex. And now they're going for the Brazil. Put a cherry on top. This is game 1.
Klex. Oh my, Klex. I didn't even think he touched it. I mean, holy smokes. Klex has come to play. Oh my, Excel has come to play. As we're going to see the ball floating up here for Klex. He's going to take another shot on goal. A save coming out from Tamor. See Sky Newbie with a nice touch there. Going to see Chops. Try to get a consolation goal here for Aurora. Tamor, nope, 50'd by Klex. Klex has a wide open net. He's looking for the trifecta. It's looking unlikely now, but regardless of that, Acceleration takes game one in demanding fashion.
Man, oh man. Acceleration just came out to play tonight, Sage, huh? Jumping on Aurora in the first game, trying to get, a step in the right direction to maybe get the sweep. Just get the win. But overall, I just think Aurora, I just don't feel like their heads were in this game. They just didn't really seem confident in what they were doing. They just seemed a little bit slower than Acceleration. Just overall, I think Acceleration outplayed them in every part of this game one.
I mean, absolutely. I think they're going to sort out the illegal player situation right now. But I mean, looking at the stat sheet, it's just complete and utter domination across the board right now. Sky Newbie, 3 goals, 2 assists, 1 save, 5 shots. Collects with 6 shots, 2 goals, 2 assists, 1 save. And then Oinko with just 1 goal on 1 shot. But I mean, just complete and utter domination from Acceleration in game one. It's looking like Sosa can't play the rest of the series because his drop was not confirmed. So it's looking like Aurora might have
Mm,
messed up by dropping their captain so
yeah.
early.
Even so, on the Aurora's roster, I mean, Polar is not here, and I
If
feel like that does play into effect of could they potentially keep a little bit more
oh
pace with the Acceleration squad because I was the GM of him. He was on my novice team. You're on my novice team.
no, yeah,
And
I love Polar. You
yeah,
know,
I love Polar too. I love him. He's a good kid. He's just all around fun. And he's really good at what he does too.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I
uh,
just think that if Polar was here, Polar's the one who recruited me to Frost. It's sad the way his time with Frost ended, but I love the guy. I think that if he's here, you know, this game has a completely different outlook because then Aurora has 2 superstars on their team, 2 novice superstars, powerhouses that can go head to head with this Acceleration roster. It's really Klex Sky Newbie versus, you know, Tamor and Polar. But unfortunately, Polar's not there. I love the guy, but
I do too. I
it's
do too.
unfortunate he can't be here. I think he definitely changes the entire face of this series.
I
Aqua's as well.
I agree. I agree. And also, another person to note on the Aurora roster that's no longer here, Air. He's no longer on the
Air.
Aurora roster. He went on playing, and I also
Absolutely.
think that plays into effect.
He was a former 1408. He was definitely one of the best players in Novice. He was paired up with Riot on Aurora. Now Riot's on Frost, and now he's non-playing. But uh, Air, he's probably the best player in Novice. He was peaking what GC1, GC2. I mean, it's insane. His bounce back was crazy. He stopped playing Rocket League for a little bit, just like me. But now, he's absolutely peaking. His twos partner, I believe, with Case. He would have been insane
Oof.
if he's on this team right now as well. The landscape of this game is completely different.
I can completely agree with you. Now, looking at this, just the standings point of view from the Acceleration and Aurora. Acceleration, I mean, they're still in the divisional race. They're four and
Yeah,
five. They're not too far out of it. They have to make a push, though. I
I
mean, I
mean,
think they have the roster to do it, but they need to do
absolutely,
something soon because we're halfway through the season at this point.
absolutely. So, if everything goes through right now, it's looking like they have an eligible player. It's looking like they're going to be 5-5, tied for first with the Whelps on the top of the Pacific Division in the Western Conference. I don't know if they're above or behind them technically for the tiebreaker. I don't know what happened between them because they've played before this season. I don't know who took that matchup. Whoever took that matchup would be ahead of them technically. But looking at the rest of Novice in whole, they're in a good spot. They're 10th right now. They'd be tied 6th. There is currently there would be a 5-way tie for 6th place right now, which is absolutely insane. There's just a ton of teams just at that 5-5 mark. To name some: Ignite, Kiwis, Pawns, Whelps. Genesis also looking to get up there too, but it's really close for this. You know, Other than the top
Yeah,
four of Novice right now, it's really close. Top five, including Aurora.
Spitfires and Spitfires. Maybe even Aurora can fit in that out conversation. If they get a win tonight, they'll be 7-3, right behind Spitfires, the 8-2.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a 3-way tie for number two actually, with 8-2 between Lynx, Frost, and Spitfires.
Novice League, I mean, it's still anybody's game. Anybody can make playoffs at any
Absolutely.
time. There's still plenty of games you
Absolutely.
can be played, especially with divisional opponents still to be played. Because the last
Absolutely.
3 games of the season, you play
Divisional
everybody
opponents.
in your
Yeah.
division.
Yep, I think that should be really fun for acceleration with this new roster. They got this roster right after divisional play ended, and now they have a really good chance to sweep their division the second time around. I mean, Tremors and the Fusion, both teams are struggling, 3-7 and 2-8 respectively, and then it's really just a race between the Whelps and Excel. Whoever can get their roster set faster. I know a couple people on Whelps, controlled all elite. He was in prospect back in season 2. Uh, he's a cool guy. I think he's gonna be the if the Whelps make a push, he's gonna be the sole cause of it.
Okay. Looking on the other side of the things, going to the Eastern Division, Aurora 6-3, 2 games behind Lynx. If they win tonight, they'll be 1 game behind.
Yeah.
Do you think Aurora has a chance to take the division?
With Paul on the team, anything's possible. It's looking grim right now. It's looking like they're gonna be 2 games behind, but it's still anything's possible. It's Rocket League. Anybody can win anything. They still have to play the Lynx again. The Lynx still have a tough schedule to go on. You know, uh, I think their goal right now is just not to fall behind Genesis, because if they fall down to 6-4 tonight, then Genesis is 4-6, and then they're only 2 games ahead of Genesis. After Genesis, they've really been on a push right now. They went from winless to like 4 straight out of, or 4 out of 6, like
Okay.
four games, 1 out of the past 6 or something. It's
All right.
insane
Yeah.
how the
Hypoth-
Genesis team has come back.
Hypothetically, let's just say Lynx run away with the division. Aurora's gonna
Yeah,
have to fight for a wild card spot in the Eastern Conference, and if they're 6-4, I mean, Genesis there 4-6, the Kiwis and Ignite are 5-5. It's gonna be a toss up for the wild card, but I mean the play-in's still very much intact for right now. Top 10 teams make the play-in, but would you rather have top 8 or would you rather try to get in the play-in? It's
but what I've always thought of it as is just like, if you make it to the playoffs, it doesn't matter how you make it. You made it to the playoffs. Now it's time to show out. You know, you could say that about a lot of teams. Season 2 Origin, say I was on that team. We came in as one of the lower seeds, and then we made it all the way to semifinals before losing to the Melons. But it doesn't matter how you make to the playoffs. Play in tournament or top 6, it doesn't matter. You're still in the playoffs. Now it's time to show out. So I think the general goal for any team right now is just to make it into the playoffs, and then you show out from there on.
Yeah, and that seeding is going to be very interesting, especially as of right now. At least 4 teams, 8-2 and above. You got Frost at 8-2, Lynx are sitting at 8-2, Spitfires are 8-2. Then the Vandals sitting there at 9-1, top of Novice right now, record wise. And
Absolutely.
someone's gonna have
It's
to play
just
these teams.
Yeah, it's just really tough. I mean, I believe uh Vandals have played Spitfires and Frost already. I don't know if they played Lynx. Frost has played Lynx, Vandals, and Spitfires already. And I believe Spitfires have played Vandals and Frost. I don't know if they played Lynx either. But, that top 4 race right now, it's really tight, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, keep in mind, I mean, it can be top 4 record wise, but if we go look over at the Pacific Division, Whelps, they're on top of their division, sitting at 5-5. Acceleration can tie them, or however the tiebreaker is. If Acceleration won the first go around, or the Whelps did, this can determine who's going to be the top of the Pacific Division for this upcoming week, and it can set the
Absolutely.
pace for the rest of the season.
And there's a big time chance that Acceleration makes a run. I mean, after looking at that first game, it's looking really, really likely that they can make a push. And it's looking like Aquas is getting on. Thank God. We have a series, fellas. We have a
Woo!
series.
Yay, series!
Hey, wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait, wait. It's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. He
Oh,
might.
why'd you get me hyped up for that?
Hey, I mean, he might be a little bit
Hey,
mad. He might be a little
hey.
bit mad. He just got dropped, okay? It's
All
kind of
right.
weird.
I mean, it is kind of weird because he just got dropped and they're asking him to come and play a series. Saturday Night Rocket League. I definitely wouldn't
Absolutely.
be in the best mood, but hey, show what you can do and earn your spot back on the roster. You know what I mean? If they're already thinking about removing you, earn your
I mean,
spot. Show them
another
what you can do.
team's, yeah, another team. might be looking at you. So, you know,
Exactly.
you gotta stay ready. You gotta stay ready. Aquas is
Absolutely.
in. Aquas
Woo!
is in the
Ladies
match.
and gentlemen, we have a series.
We're back, guys. We are back. Oh
Yes,
my!
we have a
After
series.
uh it was fun. It was fun talking about the Novice League, though. I'm a little Novice League pooper. It's kind of fun to talk
Uh,
about my league
listen,
sometimes, though.
Sage, me and you both know. All right. Nobody really likes to talk about the Novice League, but
Yeah,
they're part of Nemesis, and they're a part of our Nemesis family. And
yeah,
granted, we may not like them a whole lot, as a league, but they're still part of the fam, and we have to talk about them sometimes because, hey, credits due. You gotta give some credit where credit's due. And at the end of the day,
absolutely,
someone's gonna be a champion in that league, and everybody else
absolutely.
above them say, "Hey, I
Goff,
didn't get a championship."
Goff, you did not farm me, you liar. He's lying, guys. In the comments, he's lying in the comment section. But as we get back into the game, you see Oinko here start off strong. You see Chops here try to stay on an offensive push. The Aquas is AFK.
Uh,
The,
Very interesting development.
his lost connection. I believe that they can call for a restart, or
They're not saying anything, so it's gonna keep going.
I think they're Signet. Tamor can call for a restart, I believe, or their GM or something. I don't know the specific rules for this.
Yeah,
Sky Newbie scores
a
the most
little,
scuffed goal of all time.
yeah, a little bit awkward here. Acceleration is up a guy. Aurora just not seeing the ball right now, and we've seen acceleration goal.
I mean, I'd like to help out Tamor here. I'm gonna tell him to ask for a restart
And that it's
because I'm a nice guy. Okay,
nah, just leave it go, man. Just let him do
okay.
it.
So I've literally commentated on like 2v3s today. I swear, Caster's Workshop was hard, but Tamor here and facing a 2v3 here. Gonna get a pass in from Klex and Oinko right there. I mean, it's just unfair. It's honestly
Yeah,
just
at this
unfair.
point, Aurora is it's not looking too hot, especially with the disadvantage man wise. But Collect's just getting the center, and Oinko cashing in. Oinko, I don't think Oinko was playing last game,
I
so he's
mean,
just subbing.
honestly, it's so scuffed. But I just looked at Novice General. Aqua's just saying take the forfeit win. Uh,
Oof.
I don't know. I mean, Sky knew he's trying to carry it across the entire team. They're just bullying them at this point. We're gonna see
Here,
Oinko try to get another shot on Dan. Sorry for interrupting you.
no,
What were you
no,
gonna say?
no, it's fine. Even though it's a 2v3, okay, we've seen crazier comebacks. Anything can happen in Rock League. Yes, the odds might not be in your favor exactly, but anything can happen. I've seen comebacks happen 2-on-3s, any league. Doesn't matter if it's novice or titan. It's possible. So, yes, it's looking very dim, but don't count them out quite yet. There's still 3 minutes to go.
I mean, I've got to say that acceleration, they're better men than me. If there's a 2v3 opportunity, I am absolutely running up my stats. But it's just looking like they're just freestyling it out. It's just wasting time, wasting as much time as possible.
Mm.
It's looking like I don't know if he's gonna get back on. Aqua's. He said he's gonna get back on because Chops is the homie. That's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's
yeah, they're just wasting time.
yeah.
Yeah, they've missed a ton of openness. She's just trying to go for clips at this point. Uh,
I'm
it's unfortunate how this series unfolded.
yeah.
Uh,
Sorry, Sage. It's just been a whole mess, for Aurora with their ineligible player, and it's all over the place right now.
I do think it's sort of unfair. They did make the transaction did happen, you know, before the time period that it needed to happen, and it just wasn't approved by mods for some reason. It's unfortunate. I mean, they just caught the short end of the stick here.
I agree. I agree. It's it's I don't even know how to describe it. It's just not exactly what we wanted to see out of the first game tonight, but I mean,
The game one was still fantastic, and I believe, oh, what a
ooh,
save there by
what a
Timur. Oh
save.
my.
Oof.
He hasn't given up. It's good to see he hasn't. I was on his team for a little bit this season. He's a great guy. I think Chops has given up. Chops is just it's a
Nah.
1v3. It's not pretty right now.
No.
Not pretty at all.
Even Oinko with the bump. But even though it looks, dim, guys, you should always play out your games because you never know what's gonna
Absolutely.
happen.
I mean, this isn't the best look for Akos right now. And Novice General, he's saying he's not getting back on because he, got dropped or whatnot. It's not the best look. I don't blame him or anything. I'd feel the same way if
No,
I had
I
just
don't.
gotten dropped.
I don't necessarily blame them either. But at the same time, if a team needs you to play, even though you're gonna get dropped,
You
just have
still play
fun
it
with
out.
it.
Yeah. I mean, the league is it's for fun. I mean, come
Right.
on.
Absolutely.
We've got to
Just have
have
fun
fun.
with it.
AV Kronks. Oh, Kronks, you could sub in, I think. You are a free agent. I don't know if you are though. But they just need any free agent to sub at this point. They just need someone. I
And
added
the
Sky
MMR,
Newbie
yeah.
with a Doomsy. I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sky Newbie, I mean, it was still a pretty nice shot.
Oh, Sky
Getting it
Newbie's
off
trying to
the
go for
wall.
player of the
Yeah.
week.
Oh,
Sky
absolutely. I
Newbie's
mean,
trying to go for
yeah, you
player
could
of the week.
try, but it
I,
just
I mean, this
just
acceleration roster is really solid. I played against them on, I believe, last Monday. They're a really solid roster. We got the better of them, but I'm sure there's going to be a playoff rematch of that series. It'll be fun. They have a great roster. They have a great GM. All of that. It's looking great for them. Let's just hope they don't three-peat. Frost for the win, guys. Frost for the win.
no, no, no. Aurora still hasn't given up. Chops with a nice center and Timor.
The more going
Or
for it.
yeah, hey,
The more's
doesn't want
going
they
for
don't
it.
want to get they don't want to get shut out. Say
Absolutely.
hey, even though it looks pretty dim, for the whole series or even this game, we don't know what's gonna happen next game.
If there is an X game, that is. I believe they're probably gonna talk it through, see if they're gonna take the fourth and win, or if they're gonna play this last game out. It'd be pretty cool to see, a little comeback from Aurora here. Maybe get a reverse sweep if it's possible. The last 10
Oh
seconds of game two are winding out as we see Klex take a shot on target, and that's gonna be another goal to make it 5-1.
wow, collects with a nice dribble move down the field and he scores. Oh my god, that was just a
Oh my God,
banger.
Klex! Oh my
That was
God,
just an
Klex!
amazing shot.
Klex!
Alexa doesn't even know that one, right, Alexa?
Klex! Klex, you gotta stop. This is you're too cracked. You're too cracked for the league's good. Stop. He has to be a Smurf, right, guys? I think he's a Smurf. I
Ah,
think he's a Smurf. I think he's cracked.
just unfortunate events.
I mean, honestly, I,
Acceleration.
I
I mean,
was I was looking forward to this series a lot. I was looking for the new and revamped, Aurora roster, and then the same thing for acceleration. Uh, you know, it's
I
just so
agree.
unfortunate what happened. I believe
I, I
we might
thought
ready
this
up
was.
for a second match.
I thought this was gonna be a good game. Overall good series. We're going into it. Then we seen Sosa was here. We're like, oh, okay, maybe Polar couldn't be here tonight. That's fine. Life's always first, guys. Keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
he
We're
was
here for
he was
fun.
on a trip.
Yeah.
He was on a trip. Uh, Forza lost 12K in channel points.
I
Poor
lost.
guy.
Uh, it's unfortunate for
A
the
lot of people lost
bidders.
points. I've never seen such an even
I
matchup,
and then it just
like
collapsed.
in points. No, like just in points. Like it was just like a 50-50. It was either 50-50, 52-48 to either team. It was really close for the betting. But then this happened. Uh hey, this is good news, guys. Acceleration's first match doesn't count for player of the week. Let's go, Riot. Riot, you're gonna
Oh,
get player of the
so
week.
but I do believe that does count, right? Or do they need
It
to
counts. No,
replay it?
it counts as a win. I think it might be I think it's gonna be a FF. I believe. I don't. I'm reading Novice General. I'm multitasking while doing this, but I believe it's looking like a forfeit win, and Yeah, they're Oinko's trying to get the forfeit win. I just think I really do think that Aurora really. Yeah, Aquas isn't coming back. Is Kronk's a free agent? No, he's not. Uh, it's looking like the forfeit's happening. They're gonna forfeit.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate that the first game at the end like this.
Yeah,
They do not have enough people to continue the match.
just unfortunate events for Aurora. Just
This is a
snowballed into
novice
just
moment.
novice moment, everybody. At its finest.
Oh, peak
Um,
novice league. You love to see it.
yep, novice moment. I agree. I agree.
You absolutely hate to see it. This literally could have gone either way. It was a 50-50 game. It really sucks. It
I
was just a 50-50 game.
yeah,
Anybody could have took it.
I agree. I agree. But now looking at the standings, acceleration, they're 5-5, and
And
Aurora
Aurora is 6-4.
drops to 6-4. So now Aurora's looking a little bit more on the
Aurora's
Lynx's
still
favor.
fifth. Aurora's still fifth, but that division is looking like it's leaning towards Lynx. Lynx, they're really an unstoppable force right now. And then we see the race tighten up in the Pacific Division. Both top teams are 5-5, 3-7 for third place, and then 2-8 for fourth place. That Pacific Division will definitely be a movie to watch for the rest of the season. But we've got to end it off here, fellas. Thank you guys for watching this scuffed novice moment, novice
Novice
league
moment.
gameplay. Uh, Thank you guys for watching. The Challenger League is next. Earthquake versus a Wraiths, casted by Psycho, the man, the myth, the legend himself, and Squirrel. Gonna be an amazing game. And thank you guys for watching.
Peace out, guys. See you in the next game.
Love you.
When you take me to some levels that I've never been. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel. When you take me to some places that I've never been. Never been.